Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe, we're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year. And let's get going. So a lot of it's fixed things happening right now. Some very cool things, and let's talk about it. And some not that cool things as well, but still. So first of all, more HMD options. So I don't know why they are showing an F16 here. I will try to use on the F16 nets to see if they actually added it there, because there's no reason to more HMD options, but then they add on the F16 image. I don't know. But this is one of the coolest thing ever. Let me show to you guys in the game. So we are here in the MiG-29, for example. And yeah, you know, we had the normal modes for search and lock, as you see right there on the radar, right? And then we had the within visual range that you could just get a lock with the basically like showing where you want a target, basically, right? So yeah, it kind of blinks and then you point to the target and then it will lock the target, right? But then they add this little thing, HMD pulse Doppler. So this is the coolest thing ever, man. You can actually use the HMD, as you see. I'm just looking around. You can do this as well. For these 4 dots to actually move the radar. So if I want to actually get a lock from a target, I just point to the target. Let me just do this. And then you point the button that you use for locking. And then it will lock the target, as you see. See? How cool is this, man? It's so much easier than this normal mode, acquire mode, for within visual range, because you are on a turn, for example, you can already just lock the guy up and then fire the missile. So for example, let me try this again. For example, I'm going to turn and fire an R727. I'm already like, I can get ahead of the missile, right? So before I actually launch the missile, I'm already locked and with the missile warmed it up. So yeah, pretty cool. It's amazing. It helps tremendously an aircraft such as the MiG-29, right? But let me try with the F-16, because I wonder if they actually added for the F-16. So it doesn't work, as you see. So I really don't know why they actually use the nets for that image there, because the F-16 doesn't have that. Let's test on the F4J as well. So as you see, it works with the F4 as well, as you see. So let's test it out. Yeah, see how it works? Pretty amazing, man. This is the best thing ever. For aircraft that have the HMD, you don't have to use the normal acquire modes. You just can use this helmet mounted and get a quicker lock on a target. I cannot wait to actually test this out. Probably going to do a video on the MiG-29 using that. So let's get going on the other things that were changed. Another thing that it's in the fixed post here is that they finally fixed the R27R and ER. It no longer has the TWS data link, basically. That's probably due to, in real life, not having it, because probably the TWS don't have enough information to actually make the missile actually work. But I will try with the IRST as well. So all the other things here, I don't care too much. But let's open up this little thing here. So here we can see some of the more stuff that were added. So yeah, as I said, the helmet mounted sight now has the within visual range combat thing, right? Some bugs fixed as well, as you see here. Bugs fixed. Different incorrect G indication on the HUD, on the cockpit view. And now R27R and ER, a bug has been fixed where missiles receive radar correction in the TWS mode. Now the radar correction is available in the lock-on mode only. When the target is unlocked, the seeker disables. So let's test this out. And another minor things, just to not get ahead of myself, but default range scale of the F-16 was changed as well. Some more bugs fixed. Gear ratios changed for some things. Soft kill, okay, no problem. No penetration, different armor. Generation of thermal images in gunner sight is fixed from the 1 to 3rd. Jesus. So the ITO 90, they now has 3rd generation thermals. Pretty interesting. Yeah, this is good. Destructible objects such as fences, pillars, etc. Will not stop the kinetic rounds anymore. That's amazing. And other minor things like missing exhaust from ground vehicles in the assault mode as well. So yeah, not that many things. Remember, today is the first day that they actually return working, if I'm not mistaken. They were actually on vacation until the 10th of January. So now we will see probably BR changes and other minor things until the end of the month. But let's test the R27R and ER. And I want to test with the IRST. So here we are with the R27ER, for example. First of all, let's test it out, the bug that was. I have to actually lock the target. I don't know if I'm going to be able here because, yeah. So I would warm the missile up. And then it would remain. So it's not remaining anymore, right? And if you lost the lock, let's fire a missile and lost the lock. And I mean, yeah, let me test it out a little bit better from a cold aspect shot. But still, it's something that I don't think these missiles could do in real life. Probably due to the lack of information that the TWS have. These are very, like, I don't know. It's complicated because the Phoenix can do that, right? So I don't know. Maybe it needs to be a Fox 3 missile. So you would get a lock. I mean, fire the missile. Let's lose the lock, and then I would try to just... I mean, it tries to go for the general direction of the target because of the inertial navigation system. But it's not... I mean, it feels like it is updating a little bit, but it's probably just the navigation system. I don't think it's actually working, right? And by the way, the IRST, for example, it has the helmet-mounted IR as well for you to lock. So, pretty cool. Let me go here. So yeah, as you see, it's working properly as well. Let's try to fire the R27ERs with just the TWS. You cannot fire with the TWS that you managed before. But the thing is that these missiles, they have inertial navigation systems. So you will get a kind of general direction for the missile. For example, here, see? It's going for a general direction of a target, but as you see, it's not properly going for the lock. So yeah, it's problematic, right? I don't know. It feels that it's not working like you used to. Let's try with the ER. And then we change for the IR. Let's see if he actually tracks. I mean, the INS is doing most of the work, so I guess it's all right. I mean, you could just change it back. I mean, I think you could manage to just basically lock with the tracking PD and then fire the missile and then keep changing to the IR. But just due to the INS and try to keep a non-consistent lock, and then from time to time you will have an update on the tracking of the radar, right? With the radar, so you can do some other things to actually kind of use the R27ER with a kind of a Fox 3 kind of situation, but it's still a Fox 1 missile. You still need to maintain the lock. I don't know, I don't feel like it's properly good, especially with the TWS. The radar takes too much time to actually update, so I don't think it's actually that good anyway. But the INS does help a lot. It is the only 2 missiles that have the INS beyond the Phoenix as well. The only 3 missiles that have it. So yeah, the INS helps a lot because the missile can go to a general direction of that target. So it's pretty good. So yeah, but basically this is it, guys. Not a lot to change yet. I still want them to actually fix the radar a little bit on the lock department. It is still kind of weird sometimes in a live match, but still it's being fixed. So yeah, pretty good. It's kind of a nerf, but it is a realistic nerf, so I know a lot of people will get mad about that, but if it's realistic, it's not just a nerf, right? It's an actual thing that it would do in real life as well, right? So it's, I mean, give them a break, basically, right? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about these nerfs and this addition of the helmet-mounted lock, as you see here. Pretty amazing, right? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye, guys. I see you.